Thank you so much, and pleasant evening to everyone. First of all, it's really a privilege to be here, and I would like to thank Secretary Robert Borge and the Climate Change Commission for this kind and precious invitation. It's a pleasure, an absolute pleasure to join partners from government, civil society, and the private sector as we focus on one of the most important questions for our country today, which is how do we actually deliver and scale our mitigation actions. We all recognize the context. The Philippines is growing quickly. Industries are expanding, economic growth is driving power demand, and our infrastructure needs are rising. Yet at the same time, we remain one of the most climate vulnerable nations in the world. So, as we grow, we need to make sure that we are also cutting emissions in a real and measurable way. That's the heart of mitigation. And this is why the Philippines' NDCs do matter. They give us a national direction and outline where mitigation needs to happen. Energy, transport, industry, agriculture, waste. These 5 sectors form the backbone of our strategy, and they highlight the scale of action, investment, and collaboration required. Now, among these sectors, one stands out very clearly, and that is energy. Energy sector is the largest source of the country's emissions, responsible for well over half of total emissions. And we understand why. Our economy is expanding, energy demand keeps rising, and we've historically depended on fossil fuels. But that also means something very important. If we want to significantly reduce emissions, the energy sector gives us the biggest and fastest opportunity to make an impact. And this is where the private sector, especially companies like ASEN, plays a critical role. The Philippine power industry is largely private-led. That gives the private sector both the responsibility and the opportunity to shape the energy transition. At ASEN, our focus is straightforward. Drive the energy transition, build renewables at scale, bring down emissions, and show that a cleaner power system is not only possible, it's practical and achievable. We're doing this in several key ways. First, scaling up renewables, solar, wind, and battery storage across the Philippines and the region. This is core to our strategy. We're pushing hard. We now have over 7 gigawatts of renewables in our portfolio, making us one of the largest in Southeast Asia. Second, early coal retirement and replacement with clean energy. ASEN completed the world's first market-based energy transition mechanism for SLTech, which is a 246-megawatt coal plant in Batangas. Through this mechanism, SLTech will retire by 2040, which is 15 years earlier than its original lifespan, and helping avoid more than 25 million tons of emissions. This shows early coal retirement can be done credibly and fairly. Third, pioneering credible carbon markets. Through the ASEN Transition Credits Pilot Initiative done with Monetary Authority of Singapore and the Rockefeller Foundation, we're helping to develop a high-integrity carbon credit under Article 6 of Paris Agreement, and this pilot involves a more aggressive coal retirement timeline, targeting a 2030 retirement date for SLTech, or 10 years earlier than scheduled, and help reduce 19 million tons of carbon emissions. Transition credits are designed precisely to accelerate coal retirement and ensure replacement power in a just and inclusive manner. But we also need to address an emerging reality, the rapid growth of AI and data centers. These loads are massive, and they will significantly drive up power demand. If we're not careful, it becomes too easy to simply add capacity regardless of the source, just to keep the lights on. We cannot let that happen. We can't meet new demand with yesterday's energy system. We need to stay focused and steadfast in building a low-carbon future, because the choices we make today will lock in the path our country takes for decades. And while ASEN is pushing hard on clean energy, we know we're only part of a bigger effort. Across the Ayala Group, we're contributing to the NDCs in many other ways. large-scale reforestation, sustainable communities, scale-up of electric vehicles and EV infrastructure, green financing, wastewater, resource efficiency programs, and more. It's a reminder that mitigation isn't a single sector responsibility. It's a national effort powered by collective action. So, as we look ahead, the message is simple. The Philippines has a clear climate roadmap. The energy sector offers the biggest opportunity to deliver meaningful results. And the private sector, ASEAN included, has both the responsibility and momentum to make this happen. This is our chance to build an energy system that's cleaner, more resilient, and future-proof, even as new technologies like AI reshape our landscape. And I'm confident that by working together, we can get there. Thank you and good evening.